Everybody, Liz Levine with Signature College Counseling. So this week's Tuesday Talks with Liz, we're going to talk about early action acceptance dates. So before we get into the acceptance dates, let's talk about the early action deadlines to submit your application, because that's directly related to early action acceptance dates, because if you don't make those deadlines, you can't apply early action. So starting with early action application deadlines, many of them are November 1st. I'd say the lion's share of them are November 1st. That being said, there are some that are as early as October 15th, meaning you have to get everything into them by October 15th. If they're not test optional, test scores, your application, your transcript. There's a few schools that have October 15th deadlines, such as UNC Chapel Hill, right? Such as University of Georgia, if you want to apply early action. And then of course, there's the November 1 early action deadlines, early action application deadlines. And then there's some schools that extend it out through like November 15th, and some even extraneous ones that extend early action application deadlines to December 1st, like Sacred Heart University is December 1st, at least has been to date. So then after you submit these applications, when will you hear back from these schools? Well, that completely varies as well. So as an example, Northeastern has an early action deadline of November 1st, but you won't get what's been in recent years, you won't get your response back from them until close to the end of January, middle to the end of January. Meanwhile, there's some schools that have an early action deadline of November 1st, and you'll hear back from them before the holiday break, meaning probably by like middle of December. And so, your and there's some early action schools that you will hear back sometime in November. So it really varies greatly as far as when the schools will report their early action acceptances or responses. And many times we have found that, especially in recent years where more and more students are submitting applications, that if the schools get overwhelmed in their early action pool, that they just automatically defer many applications to the regular decision pool because they can't even get to all of them. University of Michigan had something similar to that a few years ago. So although we're all chomping at the bit after we submit our early action applications, it may be dependent on the school, dependent on the volume that they receive, that you may not hear before middle to the end of January. Although I'd say the lion's share of them you'll hear before the Christmas and holiday break. Hoping that helps. Liz Levine with Signature College Counseling, making your college admissions journey easier to navigate.